Hello, it's time for another episode of It's Not About You. We've been talking about Christ-likeness and the things that we're supposed to do. My name's Bob Benson, and I pastor Christ Lutheran Church, and we're trying to model this selflessness. And I'm going to read for you a section of Timothy, 2 Timothy 3, and we're going to see how Paul is telling Timothy that he has to be selfless. He says in verse 1, "But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days." He's trying to prepare him. He says in verse 2, "People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and unholy." And do we see those things pouring out in our society today? He says they'll be without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying its power. See, there's real power that can pour out in our lives when we truly become selfless as we serve Christ. And that's what we strive for. I want to be a lover of God and a purveyor of His grace. He doesn't give us grace so that we just absorb it, so that we eat it up. He wants to give us grace so that it can pour from us to other people. And that's what we have to live out in our lives. And it's not always easy. We get ourselves in situations sometimes that are very, very difficult. And I've had discussions this week about some difficult situations. But I gain wisdom as I talk to other pastors about these difficult situations. We have to give up of ourselves and give of ourselves as we serve God. That's what we're called to do. They'll know us by our condemning attitudes. No, that's not what the Bible says. They'll know us by our love. Do we really love people? And that's what's supposed to pour out of His disciples. So for It's Not About You, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch today.